Well, there are different conflicting narratives, one from Tehran, one from Washington. Of course, Washington is saying that they've sent their two envoys, Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner, to Islamabad for the second round of talks with Iran and to perhaps meet with Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi. Tehran says that is not the case. There won't be any negotiations. Abbas Araghchi, Iran's foreign minister, is in Islamabad on this Saturday, but Tehran's foreign ministry is saying he is there strictly to hold bilateral talks with Pakistan. They say this is part of his regional tour where he'll also be traveling to Russia and Oman to have bilateral talks with those countries as well. They will be discussing regional security issues, according to the foreign minister, and they will be discussing Iran's position vis-a-vis the Strait of Hormuz and the current ceasefire. But they stress that negotiations, direct or indirect, will not be taking place with Washington. It is Tehran's position that Washington is violating the ceasefire by continuing to have that U.S. naval blockade in the Strait of Hormuz, blocking ships from going to and from Iranian ports. And according to Tehran, until and unless that blockade is lifted, the conditions are not right for diplomacy. So Abbas Araghchi, the foreign minister, is in Islamabad. It looks like the U.S. envoys will be there, but according to Tehran, do not call what's happening today in Islamabad negotiations with Washington.
Now, Reza, while all this is going on, Iran is still continuing to carry out executions. We understand the latest was a man accused of spying for Israel. So, what more do we know about all of that?
Yeah, Mizan Online is a state media outlet affiliated with the judiciary here in Iran. And this morning, they reported that an individual by the name of Erfan Kiani was executed by hanging this morning for allegedly being involved with the anti-government protest in January. Mizan Online reporting that this individual used weapons like Molotov cocktails. He was connected with the Mossad, and he had a part in destroying private and public buildings during the protest. Ever since March, Iranian authorities have executed at least 9 individuals allegedly linked to the anti-government protest that Tehran believes were fueled in part by the Mossad and foreign agents. Of course, international rights groups say these individuals are not being given due process, and they're being convicted and executed without a fair trial.
And Reza, the New York Times here is reporting the news that the supreme leader is gravely ill. Do we have any additional information?
Yeah, we do not. This is a report by the New York Times that's using unnamed sources to report that Mojtaba Khamenei is hurt badly and seriously, but he's still lucid, able to communicate by writing and able to lead the country. It's impossible for us to verify. We can tell you that Tehran's position is that oftentimes Western media, including the New York Times, have tried to depict Iran's leadership as unstable, weak, and fractured. And in Tehran's view, this is one of those cases. Tehran's leadership rejects these reports and claims, and they say that the leadership is still united and being led by Mojtaba Khan.